Welcome. Ruined it now. Welcome to Pompey Eclectic, your pod for Pompey posturing and parading on peculiarities of life. Yeah. And with me is Simon the Cut.
Hello. Welcome to Pompey Eclectic.
And our newest member, the legendary Swampy.
Hello.
And I am Shaolin Phil.
You are. That's good. What are we doing?
Is that right?
So this is episode 16. Hello, everyone. Sure? Yeah, it is definitely. I double-checked because I always get this wrong. So this is our favourite books, or world books, favourite books.
Part two.
Part two of two. So, yeah.
Back in the midst of time, you might have remembered us talking about books. And if you haven't, you can also go back and listen to our pod or watch our pod.
Yes. That'll be an hour of your life you'll never get back. But do it anyway.
You could say whatever you do in life, you can't get it back. So why not spend it wisely on Pompey Eclectic, Simon?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Definitely.
Phil is now our marketing manager instead of me.
Yep. You still owe me a $5.
Do I? All right.
For that.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to talk about something. We're just going to prattle on like idiots. Yeah, let's prattle on like idiots.
I think if we've all got some books that we've loved in our lives.
We have.
That we've leafed through literally love them. So why don't we tell our lovely audience about these books, and maybe they'll be inclined, if they haven't read them themselves, to peruse and pick up a paperback of them or an ebook in this technological age.
Exactly.
So who wants to go first? Who wants to tell their soul? Who's got the spine to tell us about their paperback spines? Okay. It took me ages to write that line.
I know. I'll go first. If I can remember what my books are. Right, so let me go for The Blue Cliff Record.
Oh, good one. Good book.
Yeah. Now, I always find this endlessly amusing because I always think of it as being a Cliff Richard record that's got dirty lyrics. Because it's the Blue Cliff Record.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, so it is a blue.
Sometimes I think you really are a cliff. Sorry, that's another Rick Mail thing.
Yeah, and I had this book imported from America because you can't get it over here in the UK. But it is, you can get different versions of the content though around the world because it contains 100 or so of the ancient Buddhists' koans. K-O-N-E, which is a word which actually means cases, and they're sort of legal cases, but they're very wizened sort of stories. Some of them are a few pages long and some of them are only a couple of sentences. So I was trying to remember one. My favourite one was Yun Men asked the master, "What is the learning of 1,000 lifetimes?" And the master replied, "An appropriate statement." So a pause for thought is
but basically because, don't talk bollocks.
Yeah. But it's, they're sort of these tales of interactions. Quite a lot of them are between trainee Buddhists and young monks and the masters, the ancient Buddhism masters, and some of them are between government officials, Chinese government officials, and the masters, where the masters sort of put them to shame with their cleverness and intelligence and wisdom, But they're really interesting, and they are sort of self-developmental. If you go through them and read them and think a lot, some of them sort of click and you get them straight away. Others you have to think about a lot. Some you'll never get, just because we're all different personality types. We've all got different ways of thinking. And they're quite. Some of them are quite
times changed as well. But but a lot of this Chinese stuff, it's like the Tao Te Ching, which I love. Is you can really, even today, you can get so much from very internal, introspective, make you think about, because we often don't think about our inner workings. We're very focused on the material, external. So it's nice to. That's the beauty of books, is it really fires up those neurons of self-reflection.
Exactly.
If that's neurons, can do that.
So that's my first one of this episode. So I think it's a great book. I don't actually have the copy of it anymore because I lost all my books in the conflict.
I have it on this newfangled device called a Kindle with my ultra modern cover.
Brilliant. That's good.
Yeah.
So but I recommend it. It's a very thick book. It's about yay thick, about 2 inches thick. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it was quite a bit to get it imported. But I would definitely try and get the Blue Cliff record if you can. There are loads of other books about the cones that you can find, but that's the original text apparently.
Sounds like there's a lot of cone track inside it.
Yeah.
And also, on a similar note, the Tao Chi Ching, my favourite author who I talked about last time, Ursula Le Guin, she did a translation of Tao Chi Ching, which is really worth, her version of it, with a beautiful prose, is well worth seeking out as well.
Yeah, definitely. Right.
And next book.
Who's up next?
Marshy.
Okay, mine's going to be very simple and straightforward. Bravo 20. Andy
McNabb. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Yes, what I said.
Don't insult the legend.
I'm not.
No, I'm talking to Phil. He's insulting the legend, Andy McNabb.
No, I didn't say anything bad. I just said Andy McNabb.
You said Mandy. You called him Matt. I wouldn't call him Mandy.
I didn't call him Angie. I didn't call him Mandy.
He'll come round upside down on a rope to your bedroom window.
Yeah. I don't want to get decked by. No, I don't want to get decked by McNabb.
No,
but Bravo 20. That's a very famous book.
Yeah, it is, and very good. And it's all obviously about first Iraqi war back in 91, if I remember. And just great storytelling.
Oh right, was he out there then? Was he in the conflict?
Yeah, well, it was based on his little group that got captured. So obviously running through the deserts and what. So
that's the difference between a lot of these people that write these kind of actiony war kind of fiction and the people that have actually there and actually lived it. Because he writes, I've read some of that, and he writes very well, like a action kind of fiction writer, and he's actually recalling what actually happened. But it's also a great story. He's a storyteller as well. So combined, it's fantastic. Yeah,
because he's got the knowledge of being in the SAS. So
exactly.
He was short and sweet.
I think he was involved in the Iranian embassy siege.
No,
those years ago.
No, that was back in 83. That was at Josh McTavish. So don't quote me on that.
There was the Scottish fellow,
the one with the Josh McTavish.
He ended up hanging upside down, didn't he, by his ankles?
Yeah. But he was the one involved in the Iranian embassy.
Yeah, I remember that when I was a kid. I remember watching it on TV.
He wrote quite a few books, though, McNabb, didn't he? He wrote quite a few other ones.
Oh, he's wrote quite a few, and he's still writing now. Well,
but Bravo 20 is the one that everyone remembers. Yeah, was his first.
That was his first.
Wow.
Or I believe it was. Without going too deep into it. Yeah.
Well, tell us, listeners, if you like good real life book, or if you're more of a fantasy person, because I like both. If I'm pressed, I'd probably like a mixture of both. That's why McNabb's good, because you get he's wrote it like a novel, but he was there. So like I say, it's a best of both worlds.
I'd rather watch and listen to autobiography type stuff, where the person's actually been there and done it, than fiction. I never read fiction, and I think this is why I like your actor friend Phil, the one you were writing a script for him and another guy to do a buddy movie. I've forgotten his name. The action film star, Scottish fellow.
Oh, you mean Scottish guy?
Or is he English? I can never remember his name. I have trouble remembering names, sorry.
Oh, I don't remember. You're
okay,
thinking of me. Who was I writing scripts with?
No, you were writing a script for...
Not Scott Atkins.
Yeah, Scott Atkins.
Oh, Scott Atkins. Oh, okay, yeah. I did. I was working with a guy called Andy Long, who's one of Jackie's stunt team. Well, more recent, phenomenal guy. He's physical. He can, and he made a film in Vietnam here, and he knows Scott, so he said Scott wants to do this film. So we attempted to write a script, but nothing came of it, unfortunately. So who knows? In the future, we've got it written, the script's made.
Yeah.
So
maybe in the future then.
Might got to come to somebody.
Yeah, but I absolutely love. Yeah, I love his films. I've watched loads of them. There's loads more to watch because he's so prolific. He's made loads of films.
He's always trying different things. Like he did the one take. He did two. He's done a third one now. Movies shot in one take, and they're action films shot in one take, which is really hard to pull off. I mean, none of his films are going to win Oscars, but they're entertaining and I've enjoyed Undisputed, all that. Good stuff.
But I mean, you say they're not going to win Oscars, but I think that's because of the genre rather than anything else. Because I think they're absolutely fucking great movies. I love them. I think they're brilliant. And the best thing I like about it is that the violence is not is gratuitous. The right word, it's not. It's not
overkill. Pardon the expression.
There's a lot of it, but it's for a good reason. Like he's fighting for to set the record straight, or some kind of just reason to protect somebody.
Like a lot of action films, they have fights just to have a fight, but
just
they always tell part of the story.
I don't like that.
Part of the story,
Yeah. I think if you're gonna get hurt and hurt people, then you need to do it for a good reason. And I think and it's an important way of being successful as well, is to be just. They always say, I mean, I don't believe in God anyway myself, but they always say, if God is not on your side, then you're going to lose the war. You only win the war if you're. What they're trying to say is you have to be just. And if you ever read another brilliant book that we should have mentioned, is it? I can't remember which book it is. Is it the Iliad? It's one of the Homer ones. Is about the massive battle. It's just about a battle, and it's describing the battle in detail, and it's like the black blood shot up from his artery and like all this sort of stuff, and he smited his enemy and all this sort of stuff. It's absolutely brilliant. And I think I got that from there. Is like if you do it with the right sense of values, what you're doing, then you're more likely to be successful. If you do it for a right, just purpose. Which I think is an important theme that comes across in his movies. But anyway, we're not here to talk about movies.
No.
Are we?
We hope you're enjoying Pompey Eclectic, the podcast, now with our new improved biological formula, coming to you from sunny United Kingdom and from humid Vietnam. Simon the Cut, Shaolin Phil, and now also Graham Swampy Marsh, the king of Lee Park. Perfectly blended, then scientifically proven to entertain. Attracts women like you would not believe. Karachi Medical Gazette.
Books. Well, it's my turn, I guess, to do a book. And this one might actually, even though it's fiction, it might be something, should Simon try to venture out of his non-fiction bubble, might enjoy, because there's a lot in this book which we can learn from. It's called The Unbearable Light of Being.
Oh, that could have been on my list. Milan Kundera, isn't it?
I found the cover quite fascinating. Sorry, it looks like a sausage.
It does,
yeah. So, this book, The Unbearable Lightness of Being.
Milan Kundera, isn't it?
Milan Kundera, he was born in all over the place, all over the show. But this book's set in Prague, and it's about these couples and womanizing relationships. But it seems like on the surface it's quite a trashy book, but no, not at all. There's so much depth about relationships, about life, and he's kind of challenging this, I guess, Buddhist perspective that we can live many lives. Everything happens once, and that's it. That's your lot, and it's about these people who realize that, and trying to figure out what's important, and it's a lot. It's very, very deep, very, very heavy, and it's so well written. It makes you just stop after. You can't read too much because it's written quite simply and it's translated obviously, but it's done well, and it's I don't know why I'm recommending it because I've read a lot of books, and the fiction books, none really have really done that to my brain like this one. It's really very heavy, and it's about the lightness of being, so it should be light, but it's weighed my mind down so much.
You hate me loving Jean-Paul Sartre, right? And existentialism. This book is an existentialist book. Milan Kundera was an existentialist. essentially. And this book is about a concept called eternal return, which is which is part of Buddhism, but it was also part of existentialism.
So eternal return means that everything repeats, doesn't it?
Well, not necessarily. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it.
He's saying that everything's once.
There's a lot more to it than that, yeah. But the thing is, with eternal return, you can take it to one degree or another. You can either say you infinitely return and have infinite new lives, or you live forever, or you can say you pile it all into one and say, well, you've only got one life, but it's sort of imbued with such richness and quality because all those shallow infinite lives compound into just one life.
Right.
So yeah, it's both ends of the scale and the middle as well. Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's a concept, and there's no right or wrong or yes or no. The question is, what do you think about it? And he's just exploring it with that book. But there's also a film of the book. Did
you read it? Did you read it?
Yeah, because
the film. I
said I don't read fiction, and I don't. But the only fiction I've ever read is existential fiction.
So you read that? Wow.
Yeah, like Jean-Paul Sartre's novella, which was existential fiction.
You talked about that last time.
Nausea. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. So I picked a good one then.
Yeah, and these books will be life-changing or developmental self-developmental because they do make you think about deep philosophical stuff and whether you believe in
I like to challenge. Yeah, I realised over my years, I grew up raised as a Catholic, and I don't really have any real belief system that a human developed. I kind of reject all those, and I found my own way. And I do believe we're here. That sounds cheesy. We're here for a reason, but I do believe there is something, and call it energy, call it what you want. But there's nothing happens for no reason. But who knows? Who knows? But it's interesting to challenge your mind with different ways of thinking and philosophies, and Marshy should read some of this, but maybe not because it might send him round the twist.
What I really liked
I'm already round the twist.
What I really liked about the film is I found it although it wasn't any sort of erotic movie, I found it really erotic because it's about this guy having affairs, this doctor having affairs and stuff, isn't it? And but to me that sort of sexuality is I really like, the sort of philosophical thing where you're picking each other's minds apart.
It gets in. And it gets into like there's two different types of womanizers. There's epic ones, and it breaks down. It's a lot to it. There's a lot of.
But his character in the Doctor is not really. I wouldn't say he's a womanizer as such, and it's not. But because one of the things Sartre does is he talks about sex as in there's one piece where he talks about in Nausea where he talks about sex, and he says I felt a vague disgust, but it was just an animal thing. He felt disgusted by it, but he had to do it because it was an animal urge that he had to deal with.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's some people feel that. Some people are looking for the ideal woman. That's why they womanize. There's some people who are just acting on their animal urges.
It takes two to tango. Both with the woman and the man, or the man and the man, or the woman and the woman. Or I'm not going to go through all the list of possible.
Not go through all the genders today.
We all have the same drives and things. There are subtle differences, but we're all human. I mean, there are women out there who just go from bloke to bloke, shagging anything and not really feeling anything and just getting gratification. But so I didn't see the character as really being a womanizer. It's more about the fact that you've lost all sense of meaning and purpose, and it doesn't mean anything, and you're just having sex, and you're not thinking about the dogma of a religion that says you shouldn't have sex outside of marriage or anything like that. You've thrown off all the shackles and nothing matters. There's no meaning and purpose in the universe. Because we're brought up and taught about all these different things about, which makes us, although we have this natural instinct to explore and have a sexuality as humans, and we want to discover as we grow up, go through puberty and that, we've got all these shackles and inhibitions and barriers and, that have been sort of created. They don't come with the universe. They're human-made dogma,
Yeah, exactly.
And it sort of deals with all of that sort of stuff. Yeah. And it challenges the question of whether you go to hell for eternity for sin.
Or just for a weekend, just for a dirty weekend.
Yeah. Or as Jean-Paul Sartre said, hell is other people.
He said living with other people.
In Red Dwarf, they say being locked in a room with your friends forever, but the actual quote is hell is other people. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Right. That's 3 books we've mentioned now, and we should go on to quickly to a
nugget.
quick nugget.
A nugget. Yeah. I'm just trying to find my nugget. Right.
Golden nugget, if you're new to this pod, is when we find something poignant to pontificate over.
Exactly. Yeah.
Swampy, Shaolin Phil, and Simon the Cut, your hosts on Pompey Eclectic, the podcast, bring you our special feature, the Golden Nugget.
Well, this is fairly poignant. So I've got some quotes about books by well-known people, and we did some of these last time, and I can't actually remember which ones we did because I've lost the paper where I crossed them out. So let's just dive in at the end of the list. So
let's just pick 3, shall we?
Yeah. So I have always imagined paradise will be a kind of library. So who do you think did that?
Hemingway.
Good stab. I don't think you'd ever get this one. Georges Louis Borges. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Borges. I've heard of him. He was a bit bourgeois.
Bourgeois. Is that where bourgeois comes from? Must be.
No, I think it's before him.
I don't know anything about that. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, maybe one of our listeners can tell us.
Yeah, maybe he can. There is no friend as loyal as a book.
It's a lady, definitely a lady. Am I right?
You already said it.
Hemingway.
What, just now?
That lady. No, they're definitely not a lady then. That's a manly man, old Hemi.
All right, what about this one then? You can never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me.
Well, I'm an avid reader, obviously. War and Peace. Was it Tolstoy? Who wrote?
Tolstoy, yeah. No,
Tolstoy.
It's not Tolstoy.
No.
Yeah.
Oscar Wilde.
No. There are lots of Oscar Wilde quotes on the list, but no, that wasn't him.
That was a good punt, Marshy, Swampy.
It is, I think...
Was it you?
Did he write The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe?
Oh, C.S. Lewis.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Very Catholic guy.
Was he? Yeah, very Catholic.
Hugely Catholic. His books have all a lot of Christian Catholic dogma buried within them, but they're very good books, the Narnia books, even if you're not a religious rascal.
Yeah. I'm going to do 2 more quick ones then. I think I did one of these before, but I'll do it again. A classic is a book which people praise and don't read. And that was, I'm going to tell you, that was Mark Twain.
Mark Twain, I love it. Mark Twain's always got good ones. I love his wit.
Yeah.
And Huckleberry Finn, another classic I love, and Tom Sawyer.
My dad had a copy of Pathfinder. I think that was by Mark Twain.
Yeah, I remember that one.
He had an original first edition. This is like 200 years old or something from America. The original first edition. And he had a couple of others of his as well. They were passed down through the family, but unfortunately I don't have them anymore. But that would have been nice to still have.
Yeah.
So last one then, let's finish on a good one, a funny one. One of the funniest men who ever lived, this was, all right? I find television very educating. Every time somebody turns on the set, I go into the other room and read a book.
That's not me.
One of the funniest men who ever lived. A writer as well.
I think he did write as well, yeah. This is going back to black and white movies. American, probably Italian.
He's American.
I think Italian descent. Groucho Marx.
Groucho. Okay. I was just I was watching an interview with someone, and who met Groucho Marx, and he had Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, has this brilliant interview where he talks about meeting Groucho Marx as an 8-year-old kid. Really funny. Anyway, okay.
I think he was one of the quickest witted people who ever lived, or the quickest witted comedians on TV or whatever who were on films.
I'll have to read some of his stuff. Definitely.
Well, you can get lists of funny quips, as they call them, one-liners of his, because there were so many. His movies are brilliant. I mean, the Marx Brothers are fantastic fun.
Yeah.
The one where they're in a hotel is my favourite. Is it called A Night at the Opera? Can't remember. Duck Soup? Can't remember. Anyway,
Duck Soup. Remember?
They're putting on an opera. I think it's A Night at the Opera at a theatre next door to the hotel, and they're trying to stay in the hotel without paying because they haven't got any money. And they've got the whole cast hauled up in the hotel, and then they come up with all these ways of staying in the hotel room without paying, and then they get thrown out, and they decide they have to wear all their clothes. I can't remember why, but they end up putting on. That's where in Friends, where Joey puts on all his clothes, or all of Chandler's clothes, and walks into the apartment like a Michelin.
Oh right, yeah.
That's where they got that from.
That's what. Okay.
They regurgitated it. It was a sort of honour to Groucho Marx, I think. Anyway, that is it for our golden nugget.
Well, Right. Well, let's. I think we should do another book each.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then are we going to do the same order? Start with Mr. Eddie.
Yeah, we may as well. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go for, and I'm pretty sure I didn't do this one last time. Is the Illuminatus trilogy, right?
Yes.
So this is one of the defining publicly available books of the Illuminati. And this was written by Robert Shea and Robert Anton Wilson. Robert Anton Wilson is the real genius, as far as I'm aware. And I really loved this book. It was one of about 7 books you can read. They're quite hard to find. Exopsychology, that I discussed last time, is one of the other 7. I think Magic by Crowley is one of them as well. All mine are coming out of the golden 7 books, which are, if you only read 7 books in your life, these are the 7 books to read to know everything you need to know. So this.
But what can you do with this knowledge? What can you do with all this knowledge once you know it?
Live a supremely awesome life like me.
Have you, Simon? No. Have you read all 7?
Yeah, I've read all 7. Yeah, I'm still going nowhere. No, I have ways and means of doing things which you just wouldn't understand unless you've read those 7
obviously
books.
Not.
Right. Anyway, okay, right. Let's ignore that. Right. So this book's really quite unusual because it's sort of like it's. I don't know if you ever had you remember the Goodies, the comedy band, the Goodies, and they did an annual once, which was hilarious, and it's like lots of newspaper clippings, and this is very similar to that, and the style is like it's written like newspaper clippings, and it's like a fictional story, but it's also written to mean this is what we believe the truth is. The main principle of the Illuminati is that that everything is true. So the old Shakespeare phrase, "All is true,"
and everything is permitted.
So everything is committed.
Permitted.
Oh, permitted.
Oh no, that's it.
Yeah, well that's
Assassin's Creed.
That's similar to Aleister Crowley's universal law, which is do what thou wilt and be found a fitting place by life.
Yeah,
so do what thou wilt is the universal law. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so anyway, it's written like a sort of cartoon book of newspaper clippings. But the main belief is that all the conspiracy theories that you hear, all of those things that people will say you're mad if you believe in, all of those things are true, and it changes your way of thinking. And you, it doesn't mean that you become a conspiracy theorist, but it means that you start to think, actually, there is that sort of thing is going on in the background, and we just don't know about it or don't hear about it very often. And
yeah, well, it's true to some extent. I mean, I don't believe that the moon was staged and all that, but I do believe there's stuff going on in governments and things that we're not privy to. We don't have a semblance of choice like we think. Blah blah blah. There's some truths in that for sure, but I'm not a tinfoil hat like some people.
It's about judgment because you can't tell what is the conspiracy. Is it that we did go to the moon or we didn't?
Yeah,
it's that we didn't.
So, but that's not necessarily the right conspiracy.
No. I'm saying it is right. It is. I just said then.
See, I think we did go to the moon as well.
We did,
but I'm not 100% convinced that what people watched on TV was the actual footage. But there you go. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Whatever you believe.
Really? So did Kubrick direct it?
Well, that's what.
Come on, Simon.
What the main conspiracy is. No, I don't necessarily believe one way or another. Other than I think we did go to the moon. Yeah. But so anyway, it's a really interesting book, and it's another one.
I'm going to get Neil Armstrong to nut you.
It's another one that can can be self-developed, and those are the kind of books I really look at life in a different way, or sort of have a whole different way of thinking.
Yeah, I agree with seeing what's out there and then realising it's tosh. No, I'm joking.
No, well, it breaks down the dogma of
my cousin actually reads
things that you've been forced to learn. Indoctrination.
Yeah, exactly. We are definitely indoctrinated. So yeah, there's swings and roundabouts, and there's whole playgrounds full of peculiar goings on.
Anyway, that's my last one. Controversial, wasn't it? But, there you go.
Yes. Follow that one, Marshy.
I have to say, I'm not part of the Illuminati, although I do sort of consider myself Illuminati, but more like a general, not actually structured Illuminati.
Yeah.
Because I do get contacted by the Illuminati of America.
At least you're not an Illuminati.
They do send me messages from time to Simon, and I nearly got signed up, but I didn't go ahead with it because I didn't want to for various reasons. But yeah, anyway, an aside, let's carry on.
Yeah, well, mine's the Cold War era.
Oh, yeah. Cold War. I'm sensing like Simon's weird.
Yeah,
I'm sensing a kind of theme with Marshy's books.
Action and war. Yeah. It's The Hunt for Red October.
Oh, wow, okay. I've only seen the film, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
With Sean Connery.
I haven't actually seen it, but I knew of the film.
No, it's just good. It's good.
It's good.
And I think so. It's semi-based story from what I've sort of read.
It's a submarine kind of thing, isn't it? Russian submarine.
That's it. Short and sweet, but
Nice. What is it about this sort of genre? I mean, we are lumping it together. Those two books are quite different.
It's just the action.
Yeah.
I like action.
Yeah, but is it because it's armed forces, like military and navy?
I don't think it's, I just like the stories in the...
But it's kind of a thing that security guards read. You know, I see a lot of these security guards that like didn't get into the army, so become a security guard, and they fantasize about being in the army, and they read all these books because of that.
Bloody hell.
No, I wouldn't go that way.
Right, hang on. Stop.
Never wanted to join.
Stop. Grandpa Swampy, you get a rebuttal. So do you want to now attack Phil? We're having a debate. Because Phil sometimes comes out with these things. It's like, oh, what do you mean? Because he just attacks you. It's just because you're a bloody security guard and you're an army wannabe. He's a bastard. No, he's not a bastard.
I wouldn't be able to run 10 foot, let alone 10 metres.
But you're good in what was it, Operation Flashpoint, the video game. Yeah, you're good at that. You saved my ass a few times, so I have to congratulate you. But talking about games, that was a segue to my final book, which is Weighty Tome. There's a video game which I love called Myst, and it was the first game I think to come out on a CD-ROM back in the 90s, and it was a puzzly adventure game, but it had this kind of story where you have to decide which of the brothers is lying, and then they made a sequel when this world started building, and they wrote these books, and this sounds a bit odd, video game books, but books are really good, and they create this whole world. Out of all the games I've ever played, there's no world building that I've enjoyed it's almost like a Tolkien level depth. They invented their own languages, cultures. There's so much to it. There's about 4 of these books, and 3 books, and there's about 8 games. But if you play them all, they're so brilliant, and they're really well written. David Wingrove was quite a good author, and he wrote this with the developers of the game. And they've always been, if I'm going to, because I've got a love of game, and I thought this is the best one I can choose that brings my two my two passions, hobbies together. Right. I really recommend reading the Myst books, otherwise you'll miss out.
Not too foggy then.
But they're good. Oh my God, what's that?
Get out there and buy your copy of the Book of Mook by Philip Wyatt, Shaolin Phil.
Mine's upstairs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Under the pillow, I hope.
This is a quick Mookie announcement. Actually, the Book of Mook is available. Go to thebookofmook.com, and I've just written a new novella, which is called The Legend of Zulu Zog.
Excellent.
And it's set in the same world as the Book of Mook, and it's set during a certain point, because I thought I hadn't developed this story as much as I should have. I'll just read this to you. This is the basic premise. It's The Legend of Zulu Zog is a story that explores themes of self-belief, tragedy, and redemption. The narrative follows Zulu Zog, tree-dwelling creature who believes he is destined to be the mightiest of his tree. As he enters adulthood and participates in the tree trials, he discovers a plan that divides the Zogs, leading to a rebellion against his leader, Zingle. Zulu Zog's journey involves proving himself and navigating the complexities of leadership and loyalty within the Zog community. Yeah. And it's free. You can get it for free. It's on all...
free is good.
Apart from Amazon, I had to charge for it on Amazon, and it's about 190 pages long, novella I wrote. And if you haven't read the other book, this one is very accessible as a standalone story. But if you read the other book, it's even better, because it expands on some things I had to sort of gloss over in the first book. And there was something that actually happened in the first book that I was reading. Is that a plot hole? But then I realised, no, it's a not hole, because I hadn't got around to filling in the bits that made it make sense, which this book does. Is that it?
Yeah, I've got it on
I've got it too, but I haven't read it yet. I've started.
But like the Book of Mook, it also got a non-fiction side, which is my experiences in Vietnam between the chapters as well, and it ties in with the story kind of. So it's all my usual stuff.
Yeah.
So
read aloud. Read aloud says it's 4 hours exactly. So nice little afternoons. Relaxing read.
I'd like to do an audiobook at some point, but I've yet to find a good enough place to record it. I'm planning to do it eventually.
I think I can do you an AI audiobook.
No.
Yeah, you won't do AI, right? Okay. Anyway,
AI. They're not there.
AI is. I'm trying to avoid AI where possible. But I'm working on my second Mookie book, which is going to be out in August. Proper book, sequel to the Book of Mook. But yeah, there's a pick him up, and you won't regret it. I've got two 5-star reviews now.
Is Marshy in the next one?
Also, aren't you up for an award?
No,
possibly.
Well,
or in a category.
I entered this competition, which is they pick from 3,000 books. They pick one book which is the best book of the year. With these people, and they get these people that do book blogs to judge them. There's about hundreds of people that read them and judge them. And my book randomly got selected from the 3,000. There's out 300 books, and these 300 over the next few months were going to be read and judged. But I'm not sure because it's fantasy books only, and mine's kind of skating the line of
but even getting into that 300 is a
lucky.
big deal.
It's lucky though. It was random selection, so it wasn't like anyone could have got in as long as it's a fantasy book. But yeah, to get picked out of 3,000, I was quite surprised. So
Swampy's right. It's good. Take it.
I'll take it. I'll keep you informed if there's any news on that front. That's the Mookie. We could have a new section on this Mookie news. I need a good jingle.
Who was it who did Monkey News? Oh, it was Ricky Gervais.
Oh, Carl Pilkington. Yeah. Monkey News, lad.
How does it go? Monkey News. What is it?
Chimpanzee that.
Chimpanzee that. Yeah. Oh dear. Back in the days when they were funny. Right. Anyway. So, how are we doing then? Who's next? Have we done them all?
Done them all.
Track?
Yes, that's it.
All books.
Bye then.
Booked.
So let's do a golden thread then, and see how we get on.
Shaolin Phil, Swampy, and Simon the Cut are still not naked. So there's still times for us speckle feachings, the golden thread.
I used to be, as you probably know, an antiquarian book collector. So I used to go to the antiquarian book fair in Chelsea and Kensington every year, and I used to have a number of sort of 100-year-old books, 100-year or so old books. And I loved doing that, but unfortunately I lost them all for various reasons. And I've got a list here of all the features of a book, which may surprise a lot of people because there are a lot. So we all know front cover, spine, maybe back cover, preface and that sort of thing. But there's a lot more to it than this. Back in the days when books were handmade. So I've got some words here, and I'm going to shout them out and see if you can guess which part of a book. So frontispiece.
The what? Sorry.
The front cover.
Frontispiece.
Front cover.
It is an illustration, often a plate, facing the title page. So books used to have, so by a plate they mean on a printing press. A plate as in an illustration, stencil, engraving.
So where it would push down and do the print.
Yeah.
Okay. I did know that.
Let's find some others. The half title page. It's a bit of an obvious one.
The half of the title page without the illustration.
So it's the page before the title. The page before the title page, which only bears the book's title.
Oh, mine doesn't have that.
Oh, send it back.
And
does this one have it?
What else have we got?
Oh yeah, this one has it with a little.
Yeah. What about the head and the tail?
And the top and the bottom.
So the title and the author.
So the head and the tail is the top and bottom ends of the spine. The spine.
Is that point? Is that one or what score?
I don't know.
I know very well. You're winning at
I didn't say spine though, so I didn't really get that.
What is the fore edge?
the bit before the edge.
He's brilliant, isn't he, Phil? I don't know how he does it.
Also known as the fredge.
It's the outer, untrimmed edge of the pages opposite the spine.
Untrimmed?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Oh.
But yeah, okay, fair enough.
There's a lot to this book business, and this guy's
There is,
engineers.
Yeah. Particular favourite of mine, recto and verso.
The rectum.
Front and back.
It's a good stab. The recto and verso are the right-hand
Inside
page
covers.
and the left-hand page.
Oh,
okay.
I don't know that
So
either.
those are the correct terms for right side and left side page.
So, argument's sake, I was right, the front and back.
Yeah, close.
Was he? Yeah, it's about the same, about as right as my front edge one.
Yeah, let's give
Yeah,
him
but,
He needs the point. He needs the point. Right, okay.
I didn't get a thing.
What about, no, you'll get a couple in a minute. Colophon.
Oh, it's the font of the polo. Polo, what does it stand for? Plants off, legs open. No.
No, I think you're right in the respect
Colophon,
that...
not font. Colophon.
Oh, colo font.
It's like a colonotomy.
I've had one of those. Oh.
It is a note, often at the end, detailing printing information, like who the printer was, the type, the date. Oh, so tell us about this budgie, because this is another mascot. We've got two.
Yeah, this is Vista. She's about 5 years old. We found her in a pet shop, and she couldn't fly and she couldn't walk, and she's knackered. But we didn't think she'd survive. But she's actually lovely, and she's sweet, and she's still with her and still happy. She runs about. She's a pain, bites me a lot. But she's always off to find the other one. So that's it, really. Sorry, I've interrupted proceedings.
That's all right. That's good. Let's just do a couple more then. So. Errata.
Error. An error in the... There's something about errors.
Yes.
In the final book.
Yeah. So it is a printed slip or page noting and correcting errors found after printing.
Ah, yeah, okay. Wow. Well,
this is
half a point each, I say.
This is actually my favourite one, which is probably the only one that I remembered out of this whole list, is foxing.
Yeah, my mind's...
Is it something to do with the printing, the actual printing of the book, binding, something?
No. These ones are about antique book condition or defects.
Oh, fox. So it's a flaw, some sort of flaw in the
So it's
paper,
a grading.
The grading or edging.
Yes, you got it. You're getting there. He's getting it. So I think we'll give him a point for that. Don't you think?
Like.
It's
wow.
Reddish brown spots on the paper caused by oxidation or humidity.
Let me show you an example of that.
Yeah, normally it's around the edges because where the sun has crept into the edge.
I think
of the book.
my book. I think here maybe this one.
Yeah,
there's a bit there.
Normally, if you open the book and you look at the pages, it's all around the three edges.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A brownish colour around the edges. Yeah, you can see it on that one.
Yeah, books don't survive in Vietnam very long because it's so hot here. You have to keep them in good condition.
Yeah, the humidity.
It's not a good environment, is it, for them?
Nine.
And what else have we got?
This lovely Kindle.
Chipping.
Chip away, chip pages, chip flaky pages, chip.
The only kind of chipping I know is wood.
Yeah, well, it's like that. So it's small pieces missing, usually from the edge of a dust jacket or top and tail of the spine.
Right, yeah, chipping, okay.
Let's go for the cocked or shaken.
Shaken, not stirred. Cocked is like bent. Ted the bishop to the mace.
A spine,
a
spine that is noticeably slanted.
Or
cocked.
Slanted, okay.
Or a text block loose in the binding, shaken. So the text block is the whole block of all the pages with text on it.
When they created all these terms, they didn't really think about how easy they were to get. They made them as vague as possible.
Yeah.
To
keep it
chipping,
specialist.
I'll give chipping. That's all right.
Yeah.
Foxing, really. Stoating.
Let's do one more then. There's quite a few, but I'm not going to do all of them. Let's do one more. Hinge starting or hinge cracked.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Obvious. It's the hinge. It's this bit.
Yeah.
The glue that holds it all together.
Yeah. So the interior hinge is beginning to tear or has separated. Well done.
In other words, it's been read a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, inferior quality adhesive probably. Yeah, copy decks or Pritt stick or something is not the right thing to use to make
sellotape.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I am going to do one more because this is one of my favourite features of an antiquarian book. All edges gilt or AEG.
Or it's
gilded.
Stuck together.
Been gilded.
Yeah.
Gold.
That's some of those magazines I used to read as a teenager.
Who's
Swampy.
right? Phil.
Swampy.
They stick together.
Yeah, so
What?
a decorative label glued to the... Oh, no, hang on, sorry. All three exposed edges of the text block are coated in gold leaf. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Marshy, good one.
Yeah, that was
I was
really
thinking
nice.
about jazz mags.
I love it. I love books, old books like that, where they have gold on the edges. But the other one that I really like is where you get a transparent or translucent sheet page in front of the illustration. So that's because they used to do that. Something to do with ink drying, I think, but they like a blotting page. But so you used to get a really delicate piece like tissue paper, the page that you had to turn over to see the illustration.
And those laminated pages are useful because they're easily wipeable if it's the images is
Yes.
I know where you're going.
provocative.
He's going into the corner
but
of the room.
does that mean that Marshy won again? Because he's the only one that accurately described one.
I didn't keep count, but maybe if our
think
listener was
he did.
listening today, then he can.
I know he always wins.
Yeah,
Totally
let us know.
put it in the comments.
He always wins.
Yeah, well, let's say if you want to know who won, have a look at the video on YouTube when it does appear, and it will have the graphics on it, which Phil will put on saying who won.
Yeah, but I'm doing that, so maybe
That's okay. You can be unbiased. I'm sure we'll trust you.
maybe I cut that last question out. 10-0 to me.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Oh, goodness. Right.
Anyway,
what do you reckon? That's less time than normal. We've run out of things to say now, haven't we? We normally do
we've
an
done
hour
an
and a
hour
quarter,
already.
and then we edit it down to an hour. But that's all right. That's good.
That's good. We finished
I
our
did have
famous
one more book. Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah, an honorary mention. Now, Phil is not going to like this.
Oh,
I don't know, you might. Anyway, right. I've got a new book, and I don't buy many books these days, but this one was published less than 3 months ago. It's brand new, and the reason I want to mention it is because, although I haven't read it yet, this is groundbreaking book.
Is it heavy then?
In fact, it says groundbreaking on the front. Yeah, it's quite heavy, yeah. But the reason it's groundbreaking is because it is a document of all of the notes, drawings, mathematics, so an engineering book, really, science engineering book, of a guy who was working in Russia on secret projects to reverse engineer a UFO, a flying saucer. Phil's going, that's not true. But no, it is, cool. And this is, it's all pucker, but this is the first time that anyone has ever got away with...
Have you got it there to show people?
It's the first time anyone's ever got away with smuggling out all of the notes of a reverse engineering, back engineering project of an alien craft, and it's all here. And this has been translated from Russian, and it's the first time anybody's ever been allowed to publish something like this without getting murdered before it gets published. Engineering Infinity. Researched and edited by Sergeant Gene Sticko, the USAF, the US Air Force, retired. So it was during the Cold War, basically, this guy was working. And I can't remember his name. Can't see it on here anyway. But so I had to import this one from America as well. So it's going to show the screen what it's like inside, diagrams and stuff. There you go. Diagrams, notes, and yeah, there you go. So if you don't believe, read this. You will.
You won't. You will.
Yeah.
Just watch the X-Files because it's got that bird in it. What's the name?
The truth is out there. Oh yes, Dana
The
Scully.
truth is out.
Scully. They're doing more X-Files as well.
Yeah.
By the way.
But, bear in mind that if you ever want to publish anything about aliens or UFOs, you have to do it in the way which is not that it is true, but that your questioning is true. Keeping it mysterious.
What about Megadeth?
The truth is
Megadeth
out there.
What about Megadeth? Megadeth did the song called Hangar 18. Dave Mustaine was talking about aliens and shit.
Acting like a robot. Mental brain corrodes.
Sorry.
I prefer Cemetery Gates by...
Pantera. Phil. Yeah, Pantera.
Yeah, I love
really
that
cool.
song. Yeah, brilliant.
I love a bit of he got old Dimebag. Sad about him, wasn't it? He got gunned down on stage.
Yeah.
Old Dimebag Darrell seems like a really nice guy as well, and some psycho guy gunned him down. But I suppose it's rock and roll or heavy metal. It's how it goes.
Well,
That's
and
the way.
in America, I presume it was in America.
Metal life.
Where you can wander around. I mean, I never saw this when I was in America, but if you go around America for a bit of time, you will have an experience of walking into a hotel or somewhere public and seeing a guy absolutely armed to the teeth with M16s, all the tactical gear, the vests and everything, grenades. You can just walk around wearing that, and then you armed to the teeth.
And you tap him on the shoulder. You tap him on the shoulder. He looks round. It's Andy McNabb.
Yeah.
Or Donald Trump.
I'd much rather it's someone who knows what they're doing with a gun and knows when to use it and when not to. Like Andy
Not
McNabb.
a complete buffoon.
Yeah, exactly. He can have. I'm allowing him to have guns, as many guns as he wants, because it's Andy McNabb, isn't it? It's like Chuck Norris, and he's in his black belts. It's fine. He's allowed to kick people.
Yeah.
Never mess with Norris.
Yeah, exactly. McNabb and Norris. That would be an awesome movie. McNabb and Norris together.
Oh, yeah.
Delta Force. Bravo. Anyway, sorry. Bravo.
Go on in. Who's going to wrap it up?
I'm not a rapper.
You do have a rapper alter ego.
Anyway, let's leave it there. And thanks for watching and tuning in, and whatever you do with accessing this pod. Thank you sincerely for listening, and we hope we've entertained you and maybe made you think a little bit about your life and your choices. But we value your ears and your eyes if it's on YouTube. So please continue to support us, and we don't ask for money. We just subscribe to our
we don't ask.
channel, our YouTube.
We just expect.
And to let us know what we're doing right or wrong, or just say hello, and we'd be amazed to hear from someone.
No, in fairness, we know what we're doing wrong. But anyway,
do we?
Tell us what we're doing right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we want
Stroke
feedback,
our egos.
only positive feedback, okay?
Yeah.
And you can get one of these amazing T-shirts if you play your cards right. We might have a competition at some point. You can have our faces on your shirt.
Yeah.
We need a quiz question, don't we? Should we do it? Think of a question.
Well, no, let's wait till we got at least someone's got to respond to one of our YouTube comment, and then let us know. Then you might win it. You might win it by default.
Yeah. The only people watching this and listening to this will be historians in a couple of 100 years.
And they say, these guys, God, why weren't they famous?
Yeah, but it was a brilliant document of life in the year 2026. That's what they'll say. Yeah, these are three average guys from an average country living an average life, and it's a perfect document of how humans lived back in those days before, when they were sort of not far from cavemen, not far removed
the
from
missing
cavemen,
link.
before they had all this wonderful technology that we have now. That's what they'll say. Yeah,
they will say that.
Yeah, look at their haircuts.
We'll be
hilarious.
They'll want to come back, bring us back live, villains.
Yeah,
thaw us out. We need to get the cryo freezers ready for a few years' time, a couple of decades.
We might just be heads in jars. We might still be doing this in a couple of 100 years as heads in jars.
Oh, what, like Futurama?
Yeah, we don't know, do we? We might be. With icicles hanging off us.
That's the future I can't wait for.
Pompey Eclectic, episode 3,047. Do you remember Do you remember when we did episode 16 and we were talking about the future? How did we know?
We knew. Yeah. We you heard it here first.
And last.
But we'll see you in the next month's episode, which will be number 17.
It will, yeah.
And it'll be amazing.
And we might be having a quiz question to pose to our listener to win a T-shirt if they get it right.
Tell your friends, or don't, because then they might win it.
Can we do baseball hat because they're cheap?
We could do baseball hat, yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have a budget.
No.
So this comes out of my shopping bill. Yeah, win some budgie seed, which we take off of budgie. Some millet.
It might bite you though if you take his.
You can win some millet and a little. Well, yeah, we'll do a budgie goodie bag and a baseball cap.
That'll be trilliant.
We just have to think up a question that connects to all three of us, like how did we first meet, or how did we, or something like.
Don't look at Pod 1 or read my next Mookie book.
Oh, something that makes them have to read buy the book of Mook. Read it.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's good.
But okay. If you anything
like
from
here's how did me and Phil. It's in the book.
It's in the book. Excellent. Yeah, very good. Perfect. That's the question set. So if you answer that correctly in the comments, the first person to get the correct answer. What are we doing? The first person to get the correct answer will get a baseball cap and a budgie goodie bag, which means you either for your budgie, or it'll mean you have to buy a budgie, or become a budgie, or cosplay. Yeah. Well, right. Okay. That's it then.
Good luck.
Let's say goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, and see you